Hello there and welcome to this tutorial, ArchiCAD 16 tutorial on morphs. Today I'm going to design a morph tire, a car tire with using the morph tool. So I hope you listen carefully as I go about it. So I'm going to open the first side of the tutorial, the ArchiCAD interface. Opening the first part of ArchiCAD interface, I'm going to create a new project, which is here. That's it here. Then click new. Then it opens. So we're going to start off by clicking on the ground floor level. After we've had our interface opened, then we'll go to the morph tool. We'll click on the morph tool button. Then we'll first click on the polygonal button here. Then we're going to start drawing a section of our tire. Okay, first of all, we'll start by selecting the morph tool. Then we'll make sure we're selecting the polygonal tool of the morph tool. Then we'll click first, type in 300 millimeters, that's about 1 foot. That's the thickness of the entire tire. That's the width, sorry. Then we'll select this arc by 3 points. Make sure that our line is vertical. Then we'll type in 100 millimeters, enter. Then we'll now assign like a radius, a radius of about 140 will do. And that's it for that part. Then come here and we select by pressing down shift. We do place guide. That's always not properly done. Place guide. So that constrains the mouse to the horizontal axis. So we type 5 as it's constrained. We type 5. Make sure it's at 180 degree. Type 5, enter. So that gives us. Then we'll specify a radius, maybe about 3, enter. Then come here, make sure hold down shift and press, and maybe just type in, make sure your line is vertical. If it's vertical, it will reach 90 degrees, but not yet vertical. So we can type 95 for distance, and you punch tab, then type 90 for angle, and press enter. Then give it a radius of 140, enter. So that specifies that other one. So we come to this side, we just type in 290 for distance, then angle of 180. Enter, and just click on it. From here, hold down shift, make sure it's straight. Then you click here, like a reference point, and give it a radius of about 140, that way. Then we come make it horizontal by holding down shift. Or we can type in 5, then angle of 180, enter. We specify arc of 3. Then we come here, we click here, then specify a radius of 140, enter. So right now we're going to fix this place now. This place is flat, so we just kind of bend it. We just leave it. Then here is inclined this way, but I want it straight. So I make sure I click move node, and I come here and I click this point so that it becomes the same. It comes on the same point with this as horizontal. So we have the section of the tire right now. So after this, we'll move to specifying the radius of the tire. We move to the morph tool, click this line part of it, then from the outer part of the tire, we draw a straight line. You can hold down shift to constrain the line. So we have 221 and 90 degrees. We want a radius of about 450. Of about 400. So click 400 and angle 90. Click enter. So that gives us the radius. So you can see this line is still following it. You just click on it, and that's all. And it turns black. So that is that about section of our tire. So we move to the generic perspective of the tire of the interface of the software. Let's go to this point. We draw to the 3D view. We use the morph tool to draw a box. We just draw a box by clicking here, there, and so we have a box drawn. So this is just for it's not going to be part of the wheel, but for us to get it correctly, we have to use the revolved tool. So go to the revolve tool. We'll start from anywhere. Okay, I'll redraw it. I have to redraw that I just drew. Click here, click there, select this one, click here, and so on until I'm done with the clicking. Till I'm done with drawing out the shape as the section of the tire. When I'm done with that, I click the center point at the middle of the tire. Then you can see this is how it's going to look like. Or after clicking, you go right angle. Make sure it's perpendicular to the radius. That's one way of getting it done. Then you click or you click enter. Make sure it is 360 degrees, or else it will give you half the tire. Click OK, and that's our tire. We'll go to the 3D view. So this is our tire. So this box is useful because we're using it to specify the axis of which we're working with. So we'll move on to making the wheel for the tire. So we'll go to the morph tool. So make sure we select this one first of all to draw the outline, the section of the wheel. So right now we're going to draw from this point. Make sure it is from this point down to, say, hold down shift key. You can see, hold down shift key, maybe put it around somewhere here. Then go about 15 this way, then about 35 horizontal, and then towards, let's just give it some depth. We'll give it about 240, then angle of about 65, enter. Then we'll go straight, or maybe we could just give it a bulge, yeah, about 65, an angle of as you punch tab 100, enter. So we go down shift so that we get it exactly on the same line it is. Then just come this way, go down shift, then you use this as a reference point. You click, put the cursor on this other angle here so that you'll be able to get it at especially exactly on this part. Then you make sure it is close to this one here. Like so. You specify 240 tab, then you specify 115 whatever, enter. So that does it for that one. So you go to horizontal now. You might specify about, so we want it midway between these two lines here, so we specify about 255, enter. Then go down, then click. So that completes the section for the tires wheel. So go to this part, you can see that's it here, the section for it. So we can click here. Even in the section view, it's on free rotate. Just press escape, click it again, the surface, not the line. Make sure free rotate is selected. Then you make sure you go to, you right click, don't click yet, don't left click yet, right click, then select pick plane, and you click on the surface of the box that we're using as reference. Then you click where the middle is, then you hold down shift so that you constrain it on the x-axis. You click here and see same thing. You cannot rotate this way because it's not revolve tool that was selected. So we'll go back, we'll select morph tool, click revolve, then we just go around and see what we can do. This one is not yet at this point, so we just clean it up by selecting offset edge, and we get it exactly at this point in the middle. So right now we just come here, we're going to draw morph tool, revolve morph tool around it. So we just come here with a straight line, all straight lines, you just follow it around. So following our outline. So that's all. So we'll specify the midpoint where we want to start to turn it. So you make sure you select this, then you go perpendicular to this radius line, so which is this way. Then we click enter. Make sure it's 360 degrees. Click OK. So go to perspective view. You can see that's the tire and that's the wheel. So right now we're still going to work on the wheel. To work on the wheel, we have to go to the one of the elevations. So it's either going to be east or west. It cannot be north or south, else we'll get this view. So go to either the east or west. Let's see if cutting plane is going through that. Okay, for the east west elevation, you can select the east and west elevation, click Ctrl D to drag it to position because it's not covering it. Yeah. So with this now we can see, we can get a clear view because it's within the elevation line. So we go to east elevation. This is what we have in east elevation. So we go to the next thing we're going to do right now is to draw lines as guidelines for our elevation. So we can use the line tool and the normal morph line tool. The advantage of the morph line tool is that we can see it in 3Ds. So we're going to use the morph line tool. Okay, sorry, it's on this tool. It's supposed to be on the normal line tool. So just click here, click there, and click again. So we can see the line tool is a faint line. So right now we're going to draw other lines. So I can rotate this line tool. I want to segment this wheel, try to make a hole in the wheel. So first of all, using this line tool, we're going to draw concentric circles around, like guides around our wheel. So we just go, we'll click here, we'll make sure this is at the arc by center point. We select it, or no, use the other one, the arc by center point. Arc by center point, no, it's not giving us a right. So we'll select this instead, center point. So we type in 95, enter, and go round, type it in. So we get a circle. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to draw morph a concentric circle, morph concentric circle to help as a guide. So we just draw it out at about 230 millimeters. We'll go round, click here. So that gives us a concentric circle. So we're going to divide the wheel into 5 parts, and that's 360 divided by 5 gives us 72. So we're going to divide into 5 equal parts by 72 degrees. So we'll copy this line and rotate it around, copy, then paste, so that we'll be able to get it rotated. It's not giving us the multiple rotate option, so we'll do minus 72 degrees. Then that's been done. Then we'll select another, we check for rotate multiple. Okay, it's giving us the option, so we're going to do rotate multiple. So we'll click here, minus 72 degrees, and then minus 144, minus about 144, not minus this time around. So we've divided into 5 equal parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to move on to drawing a shape that we're going to use as a subtraction shape. That's a shape we're going to use to do a Boolean operation. So we'll select one of these lines and offset it about 10 degrees away from this line. So we're going to do that by doing Control E, Control Shift E. So that gives us minus 10 degrees. So with that done, we have to rotate multiple copies of that. So we select center point, select line, then select multiple copy, rotate multiple copy, select this one, select a reference line, so that I'll be able to have it as an anchor line to rotate the lines. So just go around and click our already drawn lines. So that's that. We've just done that. So we're going to use that as reference lines. Then we're going to draw another offset of 10 degrees away from the reference line. That's about we do Control Shift E, and we do that 10 degrees off that one. So right now we'll go and do the same thing. Rotate multiple copies. Sorry, do this. Use this as a reference line. We're going to click. Make sure clicking the clicking this line. So right now we've drawn our guidelines, and our shape for the Boolean operation will fall in within this area. So we'll move on to draw the shape. So we just click here. First click was not exactly on this intersection, so we move on to make sure we're going to get it at this intersection. Select the arc by 3 points, draw the radius, we go back to this straight line, draw this one, go back to the arc by 3 points, then make sure we select this point so that we get things right. Draw it around here. So go to the straight line point, straight line tool, select the edge where we started, where we made our mistake. So after drawing that, we need to rectify this shape. So to do that, we select somewhere on this line to introduce a node here. That's like an anchor point. Select if that's the node, that's it here. Escape to remove that. Then you select this node, transfer it here. So that cleans it up. But you can see this green line is still there. So select this node and move it to this node. That's to clean up that particular node. So that gives us, well, that alters this arc. But however, if we want it that way, we can just leave it, or we can just correct it by just altering the radius. So we'll now move on to the floor plan. Remember, anything we draw is always, anything we draw on the elevation is always on the elevation line. So we'll do Ctrl D, take it this way, and we'll make sure we separate it. So this is the concentric circle, and this is the shape. So just try and view it in the 3D view. So you can see this is the shape that we just drew, and this concentric circle. So we might not need concentric circle, so we'll just leave it in case we need it. We'll go to the ground floor to take the shape closer to this to the wheel. So that's it. Taking it closer to the view, we go to the perspective view. That's it here. So we need to push or pull it to create a solid out of it. So you just click the surface, make sure you click push or pull, then you push it in such a way that it goes into the tire, so into the wheel, and to the other side. You can see to the other side of the wheel, it's there. You need to push it further in. Go to the two-dimensional view, and we need to get it to be obvious. So that's it, that's the other shape. So we don't need this concentric circle, so we're taking it out, select and delete, punch, delete. Then you go to your east elevation or your west elevation. So that's the shape here on your west elevation. So we're going to determine the angle between this line and this line. So by clicking angle dimension, you select one line, select the other line, then the cursor changes, then you now click somewhere here. So you can see it's 52 degrees. So make sure you note that, then go to 3D view, you select the shape that you want, then you select the surface of the shape, make sure it's surface of the shape, then you go to multiply, then you make sure, first of all, it's the default of this toolbar. The default is shown this way. So you click rotate, then spread. So it gives you, if you click the other ones, they don't give you angle options. So when you click spread, you're able to specify 52 degrees and OK. So this point now, I want a plane. You can see the compass is not just jumping, because the plane we're working on right now is the horizontal plane. So we need to pick a plane. We place the compass on the surface, go to editing, pick plane, click this, then you remember this is the center point. You click that, then you hold down shift, click one edge of the shape, then you just draw around, come to this point, then click. Make sure your elevation is 0, else it will not give you proper positioning for it. You press 0, enter. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to rotate the shapes and put them in place. So do that by clicking here, clicking there, and to make sure we're going to get it intersect between the lines. So we positioned that shape, and go next to the next shape. We position the next shape. We'll do that for the other shapes. So that's what we're doing. Make sure it falls within the segment we created. Just a little amendment. So that's that. We've done the shapes, so we can select all the shapes and merge them or group them. Ctrl G, grouping them. Grouped all the shapes. So we'll just take out this other shape. I will use that as a concentric circle. We'll just delete it. So right now we've grouped the shapes. We'll select one of the shapes. Then we'll perform the Boolean operation. After selecting, we are meant to subtract, then say click a morph from which to subtract selection. So click the wheel, so have that shape done. So we're going to repeat that for the other shapes. So we just come here, select this one, select the wheel, then do the Boolean operation for that. Select this one, select this one. Select. Let's try this. So let's try selecting 3 this time around. 1, 2, 3. Go to Boolean operations, subtract, select the wheel. So you can do with 3 bodies. So have the tire. So this is basically a tire, but we need to draw the threads for the tire. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to the view that will give us the shape of the tire. I'm looking at